All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about something really special: how the incredible, timeless music of a true legend is being transformed into a physical, tangible landmark. It's a story about history, about community, and about the power of music to literally build a future. This quote from the Robert Johnson Blues Foundation. Man, it just sets the stage perfectly, doesn't it? It gets right to the heart of the incredible journey of Robert Johnson, a guy whose shadow looms so large over, well, pretty much all of modern music. So, to really get what this whole mission is about, you've got to start with the man himself, the one and only king of the Delta Blues. Yeah, Robert Johnson isn't just some name in a history book. He is a foundational pillar of American music. I mean, his haunting guitar, those vocals, they directly inspired rock and roll royalty. Just think about it for a second. The Rolling Stones, Bob Dylan, Eric Clapton, all these giants, they all point back to the raw, groundbreaking sound that he created. But here's the thing. For all his worldwide influence, there's this one big piece of his legacy back home in Mississippi that's, well, it's an unfinished dream. For decades, it's been a real uphill battle preserving the heritage of foundational Black artists, you know? Their stories often get left more to myth than to actual monuments. And that's where our story really kicks off. For years and years, the people who are most dedicated to his memory, his own family, have had this vision. And it's not just about a stuffy museum, but a living, breathing space. The Robert Johnson Blues Park, a place for the community, a place for musicians, and for visitors from all over to connect with his story right where it all began. So, how do you take a dream that's been decades in the making and actually turn it into bricks and mortar? Well, the answer is pretty perfect, isn't it? You do it with music. You create a festival that's designed not just to celebrate the legacy, but to literally build it. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. We're talking about a 3-day cultural experience right in Hazelhurst, Mississippi, which is Robert Johnson's birthplace. It's happening May 8th through the 10th, 2026. And as you can see, it's going to be packed with everything from live music and open mics to vendors and fun for the whole family. Now, what I think is so cool is the sheer range of music here. The whole thing kicks off on Johnson's birthday with blues and hip hop. I mean, you can see that direct line of influence right there. But then it moves through R&B, soul, country, folk, all the way to gospel and jazz. It's this brilliant way of showing just how far-reaching Robert Johnson's musical DNA really is. But, and this is a really big but, the organizers are super clear about this. This event is about something much bigger than just the notes being played on stage. It has a much deeper purpose for the entire community. This is it. This is the core idea right here. It's more than music, it's a movement. That line from the organizers just perfectly captures the ambition. They want to create this wave of positive change, all fueled by Mississippi's incredible cultural heritage. So, the crucial point is that this festival is doing a bunch of things at once. It's about preserving heritage, absolutely. But it's also about empowering local artists, driving tourism, and this is the big one, creating a sustainable source of funding for the Robert Johnson Foundation so they can finally build that park. Okay, so we have the dream, we have the plan. Now let's talk about how it actually happens. Like any big project, at the end of the day, it comes down to the numbers. And here it is, the number needed to kickstart this entire movement, $284,700. That's the goal, to make this first festival a massive success. So where's all that money going? This chart lays it all out. You can see the costs for staff, for marketing, for the artists, but just look at that huge slice of the pie right there, a $100,000 contribution that goes directly to the Robert Johnson Foundation. That is a massive first step toward making the Blues Park a reality. And of course, a big part of reaching that goal is through sponsorships. This table just shows a few of the different levels, from bronze all the way up to platinum, making a way for everyone from local businesses to major corporations to help build this incredible legacy. And the potential impact here is absolutely massive. Organizers are expecting somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 people to show up in person, with a digital reach that could easily top 50,000. So this isn't just a local get-together, it's an event with a regional, national, and maybe even a global spotlight. This quote really brings us full circle. The crossroads. It's the most iconic image we have of Robert Johnson and the Delta Blues, right? A place of myth, of deals, of destiny. And that is exactly what this festival is aiming to be, a new kind of crossroads. It's the place where an intangible artistic legacy finally gets a physical home. It ensures the blues isn't just some historical artifact, but a living, breathing force for community pride and economic empowerment in Mississippi. So, at the end of it all, we're left with this really powerful question. This project, it offers one answer. You do it through community, you do it through music, and you do it through a shared vision. It really makes you think, doesn't it? What other essential parts of our history are just waiting for their own movement to bring them to life?